All right, welcome to the deep dive. We are diving into uh, an EON Reality white paper today,
Hmm.
and
Oh, yeah.
they're making some pretty big claims about AI,
Yeah.
and I think it'd be interesting to take a closer look.
Yeah, definitely.
So the paper is about this idea of a shift
Okay.
from what they call frontier AI to something a bit more practical and user-focused.
Right.
So maybe we can start with, like, what is frontier AI?
Yeah. So when they talk about frontier AI, think of those really big, large
Hmm.
language models, the ones that are developed by those
Yeah.
big tech companies. They've got huge data sets,
Right.
incredible processing power.
Hmm.
But EON Reality is saying that that advantage is starting to shrink a little bit.
Okay, so what's causing this shift? I mean, these massive models, why aren't they like just
Well, they point to
running away with everything?
two main reasons in the paper, and one is that open source AI frameworks are really
Right.
evolving quickly, and these are collaborative efforts. They're catching up in terms of performance.
Oh, interesting.
It makes powerful AI a lot more accessible.
Right.
And then the second reason is cloud computing and shared data.
Uh-huh.
That's leveling the playing field in a big way. So smaller players now have the tools and the
Yes.
resources to compete.
So it's not just about
It's
who's got the
democratizing AI in a way.
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
So they're saying that the focus is shifting towards application-centric AI.
Right. And what they mean by that is
Okay.
companies and users, they want AI solutions that solve specific
I
problems
guess that's
and deliver tangible benefits.
yeah.
It's not just about pushing those theoretical boundaries, but real world impact.
So how does EON Reality's spatial AI model fit into all this?
Well, they're all about these immersive experiences, right?
Huh.
Using augmented reality and virtual reality to create these hands-on
Yeah.
learning and training environments. And their spatial AI is designed to power those experiences, so it's bringing together the physical and virtual worlds.
So are they saying that AR and VR are like the key
They seem to think so.
to unlocking AI's potential?
Uh, EON Reality's chairman, Dan Lajerskar, he says that AI is at a turning point,
Okay.
and the emphasis is shifting towards solutions-driven AI with measurable results.
Okay.
And they believe that immersive technologies are the key to delivering those results.
That's a big statement.
Yeah.
So how do they actually plan to put all this into practice?
Well, they've got this thing called the Learn, Train, Perform framework.
Oh, right. Yeah.
It's a three-stage approach to using their spatial AI.
Okay.
So first you have the learn stage, and this uses immersive environments to make learning faster and more intuitive.
So, like, instead of just reading about it, you're actually
Right.
like interacting with it.
Exactly, you're experiencing it. And then
Huh.
you've got the train stage, which leverages AI-powered analytics and personalized content.
Uh-huh.
So the system adapts to your individual strengths and weaknesses and makes training really efficient.
It's like having a personalized AI coach with you.
That's a great way to put it.
Yeah.
And then finally, you have the perform stage where you apply what you've learned in the real world, and the AI continues to give you guidance and feedback.
Okay, so this sounds impressive.
Yeah.
But, like, where do they see this tech making the biggest impact?
So they highlight a wide range of potential applications from education, healthcare, to manufacturing, government, and we can dive into some specific examples in the next part.
Okay, so we know that EON Reality believes that AI is at a turning point,
Mm.
and we know that
Right.
they're saying it's moving to a more practical and user-centric approach, and that they're betting big on their spatial AI to lead the way.
Yeah.
So I guess let's take a look at some of those real-world applications.
Yeah, let's get into the details of how this technology is actually being used
So
to solve problems and create value.
all right, we'll be right back with part 2 of our deep dive into EON Reality's vision for the future of AI.
Sounds good.
All right, so let's jump back into EON Reality's vision for application-centric AI. You mentioned some specific examples of how this spatial AI is being used.
Yeah.
What stood out to you?
Well, one area where they're really making waves is in education.
Oh, okay.
They have a real passion for using immersive tech to transform the way we learn.
Yeah, I can see the appeal. I mean, who hasn't zoned out during a boring lecture or struggled to visualize something from a textbook?
Exactly.
Oh,
EON Reality is creating these immersive learning experiences that address those problems head on.
okay.
Like imagine subjects like anatomy, where students can explore the human body in 3D,
Yeah,
interact with virtual organs,
that's wild.
even perform virtual dissections.
That's a far cry from the static diagrams I remember
Right.
at school, yeah.
It's a whole different level of engagement and interactivity.
For sure.
And what's really cool is the AI can personalize the learning experience.
Oh, wow.
It can track your progress, identify areas where you might be struggling,
Oh.
and give you targeted feedback.
So it's not just about making learning more fun. It's making it more effective and tailored.
It's about making it work for you.
Okay.
And these applications go way beyond the classroom.
Right.
They're working with businesses to create immersive training simulations for employees.
I've actually done some like basic VR training at my job.
Oh, yeah.
And it was really helpful. So I can only imagine what they're doing.
Oh, yeah.
It's
What
like-
next level?
Yeah.
Like, imagine a technician learning to repair a complex piece of machinery, but they can do it in a virtual environment. They
Okay.
can make mistakes without those real-world consequences.
Right.
Or a sales team practicing their pitches
Yeah.
in a virtual meeting room,
Oh, wow.
getting AI-powered feedback on their delivery and body language.
It's like a risk-free training ground
Exactly.
where you can just like hone your skills.
Yeah, you build confidence.
Yeah, that's great.
And it's not just about skill development.
Okay.
Think about high-risk jobs like firefighters or surgeons.
yeah.
Immersive simulations allow them to practice these critical procedures in a safe environment,
Yeah.
which could actually save lives in the real world.
Yeah, that's huge.
Absolutely.
The applications seem endless.
Yeah.
They're really pushing the boundaries of how we learn and train.
Yeah, across so many fields.
Okay, what about healthcare?
Healthcare. Oh, that's another area that's ripe for disruption.
Okay.
They're using spatial AI for things like surgical planning and guidance. Surgeons can visualize a patient's anatomy in 3D, plan the optimal approach,
Right.
even practice the procedure virtually before they ever step into the operating room.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That level of precision could be game-changing for surgeons and patients.
Definitely. I mean, it feels like we're moving towards a future where medical errors are
Yeah.
much less common.
That'd be amazing.
Right. And think about rehabilitation for patients recovering from injuries or strokes.
Okay.
They can use a VR headset to practice everyday tasks in a virtual world, regaining those motor skills and cognitive function,
Yeah.
but in a way that's engaging
That makes sense.
and even fun.
Yeah.
So,
It's amazing how this tech can be used to really like improve people's lives.
yeah.
You mentioned manufacturing and government applications as well.
Yeah.
What are some examples there?
Okay, so in manufacturing, imagine workers on a factory floor using AR headsets to access real-time data about the machinery they're using,
Oh.
or to get step-by-step instructions for complex assembly tasks.
Okay.
It's like having an AI-powered assistant right there with you.
So it could improve efficiency and reduce errors.
Absolutely.
Yeah. What about government applications?
Well, one area that I thought was really interesting is disaster preparedness and response.
Okay.
First responders could use VR simulations to train for various emergency scenarios.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Learning to coordinate their actions and make decisions under pressure.
Right. That could be really valuable.
Yeah, especially during a real crisis. They could even create immersive simulations of disaster zones,
Wow.
helping emergency managers assess the situation, plan evacuations, and coordinate relief efforts.
So it's like they're creating a virtual world where we can practice for the unpredictable.
Yeah, exactly.
I've covered a lot here, from education and healthcare to manufacturing and disaster response.
We have.
It's clear that EON Reality sees spatial AI as a transformative technology
Sure.
with the potential to touch many aspects of our lives.
It really could.
And they're not just talking about the future.
No.
They're actually developing and deploying these solutions today.
Yeah, they're doing it now.
And the final part of our deep dive, we'll explore the broader implications of this shift towards application-centric AI,
Right.
including some of the potential challenges and ethical considerations.
Yeah, that's an important discussion.
Yeah, every technological advancement comes with its own set of challenges.
Absolutely.
Okay, so we've seen how EON Reality is using this spatial AI to like revolutionize fields like education and healthcare, even disaster response. Yeah, it's pretty exciting stuff.
Really is.
But like you said, every technological leap comes with its own challenges.
Absolutely. And EON Reality doesn't shy away from those challenges in the white paper.
Okay.
They actually address some of the big questions surrounding AI, like job displacement.
Yeah, that's a valid concern. I mean, as AI and automation advance,
Yeah.
some jobs are going to become obsolete.
Right. And that's happened throughout history, right? New technologies come along and
Yeah.
the job market kind of adapts.
But I'm guessing EON Reality has more nuanced take on this.
Yeah, they do. They acknowledge the potential for job displacement, but they also highlight that New job categories are going to emerge.
Okay.
They see AI as a tool that can free us from those repetitive or dangerous tasks,
Uh-huh.
allowing us to focus on more creative and fulfilling work.
So it's a shift in focus from jobs that can be automated to jobs that require, like, uniquely human skills,
Right.
like critical thinking, problem-solving, empathy.
Exactly. Those things that are harder to automate. EON Reality actually believes that spatial AI in particular can create entirely new industries and job categories that we can't even imagine yet.
It's like the early days of the internet, right?
Yes.
No one could have predicted all the jobs that e-commerce and social media would create.
Right. It's impossible to see where it's going.
Yeah, it's a reminder that technology often leads to these unexpected opportunities.
It does, but it also highlights the importance of adapting and learning new skills.
So it's not just about passively adapting, it's about actively shaping the future.
Yes, exactly.
Speaking of shaping the future, another big topic around AI is ethics.
Right.
How does EON Reality address that?
Well, they're very conscious of those ethical implications as AI systems become more powerful.
Uh-huh.
It's crucial to make sure they're used responsibly.
Yeah,
EON Reality advocates for designing AI systems that align with human values
right.
and promote fairness and inclusivity.
That makes sense. We don't want to create a future where AI just makes inequality worse or is used for harmful purposes.
Yeah. Right, exactly. And it's not just about the technology itself, it's about the people who create it and the choices that they make.
The human element.
Yeah, EON Reality calls for open dialogue and collaboration between technologists, policymakers, and the public to establish those ethical guidelines for AI development.
So it's a reminder that technology is a tool. And like any tool, it can be used for good or for bad.
Right.
It all comes down to the choices we make.
I think their white paper is a real call to action. They're urging us to embrace the possibilities of AI and these immersive technologies, but to do it responsibly and thoughtfully. It's about shaping a future where technology empowers us, not defines us.
Okay, so for our listeners out there, what's the key takeaway? What should they be thinking about as they navigate this world of AI?
I think the AI landscape is shifting dramatically. We're moving away from those massive, complex models towards those more practical, user-centric applications.
Right.
And immersive technologies like EON Reality's spatial AI are playing a key role in that shift.
It really is an exciting time to be alive.
It is.
But it's also a time for critical thinking and thoughtful engagement.
Absolutely.
We need to be aware of the potential and the pitfalls of these powerful technologies.
I think EON Reality's white paper poses a great question for all of us to consider.
Okay, what's that?
What area of your life could benefit most from AI, and how might immersive technologies enhance that experience?
That's a great question.
It is.
And EON Reality's white paper definitely gives us a lot to think about.
It does.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep asking those big questions.